Hey, Neil Hogan here at Totally Guitars. I have something I'm really excited to tell you about. If you are a beginning guitar player or want to be a beginning guitar player and have wondered where to start, we have just the thing for you. We've put together a complete course for the absolute beginner. If you know nothing about the guitar and you just want to pick it up and start learning to do a little bit of stuff, need to know some names of the strings and a couple of notes and stuff like that, everything that you need to know to become a pretty advanced beginning guitar player is in this program that is now available at Totally Guitars. By the way, it's completely free too. So the course is broken up into 4 lessons. Each lesson has a kind of a main focus, and the first lesson really just talks about different types of guitars, steel strings, nylon strings, how to hold the guitar, different ways. You can try it the classical way on the left leg, or you can try it kind of the folk way on the right leg. Talks about guitar parts and so the names of everything, and that's about it. Just a quick little overview of the guitar. In lesson 2, we then start talking about how many strings there are, how they're numbered, named, frets, whole steps and half steps. Each of these is a separate video. So even in lesson 2 there are 10 or 11 videos that are broken down into every little thing. We talk about hand position, how to make sure your left hand is in the proper position, how to make sure your right hand's in the proper position for whether you're going to be using your fingers or using a pick. We talk about using a pick. And then there are a whole bunch of practice exercises for you to play along and get the hang of just hitting individual strings very simply. We start with really simple little patterns. Just playing a couple of notes like that, knowing what they are. And we work on playing them a little faster. Then we work on playing some notes, some fretted notes. And that's in lesson 2. In lesson 3 we start putting it together, talking a little bit more about timing and especially how to read tablature. So if you've been confused about stuff that you've seen in tablature, in lesson 3 we get into tablature and a little bit more about the notes, and then working on playing some things known as chromatic scales. That would be an A chromatic scale. But a lot of that is really just finger exercises to get you now ready to play a real melody. And so in part 6 of lesson 3 we start looking at playing a melody by Bach. A little minuet by Bach in the key of G. So that's it in lesson 3. We get into playing some melodies. Then in lesson 4 we start talking about playing some chords. So there are 4 basic chords I like people to learn in the beginning. G, D, A minor, E minor, C. There's a bunch of them. But there are 4 that we need to be able to strum a very simple accompaniment to the Bach minuet. So by the time you've finished lesson 4, you now have enough tools to go into our target program and start playing the lessons there that we have very meticulously graded from level 1 up to level 10. And by the time you've gone through this complete beginner's program, you are now ready to look at more than even just the level 1 songs. You're ready for 2s and 3s that have more complicated strumming patterns in them than the 4s that start working on bar chords. So just by going through these 4 lessons in our beginner's program, you are now ready to learn a few campfire songs, start working on more complicated things. Pretty soon, before you know it, you'd be playing. Now that's in the level 5 or 6 range, so it does take a little while to get there. So anyway, if you are a complete beginner, this is the place to start. And don't forget, this program at Totally Guitars is completely free, open to everybody. It's just the absolute best place on the internet for you to get started on your path to being a musician, or at least to becoming a guitar player. That's what we're really focused on here. But this is how you're going to become a musician. So anyway, I hope you can check it out. It's very self-contained, completely interactive. Everything you need is in there. You'll learn how to read tablature, how to play some chords, and then again you'll be ready to start playing your favorite rock and roll songs. So come see us at Totally Guitars. Check out the completely free beginners program.